Great brothers, great brothers. Got a good video topic today, man. Like I said, well, first and foremost, man, congratulations to Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, making his first successful title defense. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, man. He had a good game plan. Got dropped twice, stuck to it. You know what I mean? The credit Deontay Wilder as well too. You know, he did go out on his shield, proverbially speaking. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Let's get to it. My thoughts on the fight. It's gonna be like a try to hurry up because my praying grandmother is calling me in a little while. But man. Like I was saying, fight went well. Like I said on my podcast, CEO, Cold Era official with the lion as the avatar. Man, the fight went good. Tyson Fury outweighed him. 40 pounds and all that good crap, like I said on my podcast. But I really didn't do that to talk about the fight, so to say, because I really reacted to it on my podcast. But the reason I'm kind of mentioning the fight, because the title of this video is when you don't maximize or when you don't become a master at your craft, you don't maximize your earning potential. I'm going to say it again. When you don't become a master of your craft, you don't maximize your earning potential. And this episode is starring our guy, our boy from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. I'm the bronze bomber from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, starring Mr. Deontay Wilder. Now, when I say that, people say, well, what do you mean he's not a master of his craft? Meaning he didn't, so he's a professional boxer, as we all know. Like I say, man, he has one of the best gifts, or he has one of the biggest weapons any boxer will want. You know what I mean? Any boxer would love to have a right hand, you know what I'm saying, or knockout power. But it's like, okay, what if somebody what if somebody what if somebody can nullify your greatest asset? Do you have other tools? Can you get in your bag, so to say? Can you jab? Can you you know what I mean? Can you go to the body? Can you do things like that? So yeah, man, with that being said, the reason I said that, when you can't or when you don't become a master of your craft, and when you don't fully dedicate yourself to your craft, you don't maximize your earning potential, is because case in point last night. I mean, I don't count people's pockets and things like that, but like I say, man, I think Wilder overplayed his hand. Meaning what? Meaning two things. Meaning that Tyson Fury, like I said in my podcast, was a cherry pick gone wrong. Because I don't give a damn what nobody says, bro. If Tyson Fury was active, if he didn't take those 3 years off, Deontay Wilder doesn't fight Tyson Fury. Especially as fast as he wanted to fight him. Because, hell, back then, we were all talking about screaming for what? Undisputed between him and AJ, Anthony Joshua. And because he was offered 50 mil. No. I'm sorry. Scratch that part out of the video. He wasn't offered 50 million. He was offered 120 million, a 3-fight deal with DAZN, 120 million. But the reason he didn't, or the reason that deal didn't go through was because he was worried about how much money AJ was making. Well, AJ is the bigger draw, you know what I'm saying? He is a bigger draw, you know what I mean? Meaning what? He can draw more people in, he can sell more tickets and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? He draws more tickets, or he's a bigger draw, he's a cash cow, so to say. He's a cash cow. He had majority of the belts. He had 3 belts. He was a unified champ. One more would have made him undisputed, which was the belt that Deontay Wilder, the WBC belt that he had at the time. So with that being said, man, so he didn't take it. And I don't, like I said, not counting the brother's pockets, but I'm like, what? I'm not the smartest brother in the world. You take 120 million divided by 3. That's what, about 40 mil roughly? 40 mil each fight? 40, 80, like 40 mil each fight. I mean, hey, man, like I say, man, y'all, to quote you, Deontay, I mean, we risk our lives in the ring, and shit. I mean, if you risking your life, which y'all are, why not get the most of it? Why not maximize your earning potential, And you even told on yourself, because like I said in my podcast, after Tyson Fury stated that he, that he wanted to, or he wanted to have a fight last December 5th, The day after my birthday, by the way. Anyway, yeah, man. So, so he said he wanted to have a fight December 5th. And Deontay came out, oh, I can't believe you. You're not a man of your word. Check this out. I was offered more money to fight AJ, but I chose to fight you. I'm going to say it again. I was offered more money to fight AJ, but I chose to fight you. You know what I'm saying? This isn't speculation. This isn't me, you know what I'm saying, creating narratives. This is on Deontay Wilder's Instagram page. He posted this on his Instagram page. I'm just saying, man. And I'm like, that's the smartest brother in the world. So why would you take less money to fight somebody? I'm like, shit, if I'm going to go in there and risk my life, I'm going to get the most out of it. You damn right. Maximize your earning potential, like I'm saying. But you overplayed your hand. Like I said on my podcast, Tyson Fury was a cherry pick gone wrong. And in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I calling Tyson Fury a bum. He's arguably the best heavyweight, even though, in my opinion, it's still AJ, despite how he looked against Usyk. AJ has a better resume out of all the other current heavyweights. And he accomplished more in a short amount of time than both Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So, just facts. Anyway, like I was saying, man, like I was saying, Tyson Fury was a cherry pick gone wrong. Not saying he's a bum, but like I said, you take a guy who just came off the couch, literally. Tyson Fury was like over 400 pounds. He lost 150 pounds, some crazy shit like that. And like I said, more power to you. Salute. You know what I mean? Like I said, you lost all that, or he didn't fight for 2.5, 3 years. So you took that fight, but you didn't want to fight AJ. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because deep down, bro, you didn't want to fight AJ because you knew you would have gotten exposed. It would have been a hell of a fight. Don't get me wrong, because you would have had 2 undefeated champs going for undisputed, or two heavyweight champs going for undisputed. Come on, man. From a business sense, bro, that draws fans in. Because truth be told, what do the casual fans watch? Okay, Floyd Mayweather is an anomaly, right? Because, like I say, that's my favorite fighter of all time. I think he's the greatest, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just my opinion. That's all subjective. Some people have Ali. I'm not going to pose too much of a debate there. Some people have Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? It's all about eras. Some people have, you know what I mean? It just depends, man. Some people have Sugar Ray Robinson. You know, it just depends, man. It just depends. So, like I was saying, Floyd was that guy who brought more attention to the lower weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd, I'm not saying he put that division on the map. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he brought more attention to those lower weight classes because he was such a cash cow. He generated so many eyes and attention. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, boxing goes as the heavyweight division goes. So if the heavyweight division is popping, that's like people pay to see knockouts. People want to see big people knock out other big people. I mean, that's just the facts of that's just the fact of the matter. You know what I mean? So how does that tie to Deontay Wilder not perfected his craft? Like, he has a lot of holes in his game. Like, you look at his record now, he's 42. He's 42, 2-1, 42 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Really should be 42 wins and 3 losses, but that's another topic for another day. And I'm referring to that draw that he had with Tyson Fury, the first fight, by the way. He lost that fight. Somebody got to say, he lost that fucking fight, bro. Sorry, not sorry. That's why he was so ecstatic to keep the belt. He was doing all that shit after they ruled it a draw, because he knew he got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go, man, all right, whatever. Anyway, that's another topic. But back to the topic at hand. You know what I mean? Like, he even stated, like, it was things that boxers do that he didn't do. Like, he didn't run, aka yard work. He didn't jump rope like that. He didn't hit the heavy bag. He didn't do any of those things. He just relied on his knockout power, because if you look at his resume, he got away with that. He got away with, you know what I mean, fighting lower opposition. And this isn't me just saying that, man, how you gonna say you like Wilder but say he has lower opposition on his resume? Look at his fucking resume. He only fought 1 fighter that was ranked in the top 10. Everybody else is ranked 1 through 400. These are facts. This isn't me. You can go on the internet right now, look at Deontay Wilder's resume, and next to that fighter, they'll have their record, where they were ranked at the time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you can get away with knocking out the no-names who's ranked 300 and 400, but when you step up in competition, you know what I mean, we saw what happened. And then the fact is, you you didn't perfect your craft. You know what I mean? Because you had potential to be one of the greats. I mean, I'm just being real. If you just you don't even have to be like Floyd Mayweather or like Sugar Ray Robinson technical. You don't even have hell. We can even leave it to the heavyweight division. You don't even have to be like if you would have perfected your like the basics, you could have been one of the greats. With your resume, if you would have perfected or like with your like knockout ratio and how many fights you won, let's just say for the sake of the conversation, you have the same. Your record is still the same. I'm not gonna take that away from you. Your record is still the same, but you perfected the basics. People like, well, shit, you won what 42 fights, 90. I think your knockout ratio is still. You still have the highest knockout ratio in the history of the sport of boxing, and you didn't have anything but a fucking right hand, and you did all that. So just imagine if you would have perfected the basics: sliding, moving your feet, staying on your toes, not being flat-footed, actually holding your hands up. Because the whole fight, you had your hands like this, make you more successful. More and more easier to hit up here. You know what I'm saying? And then as that fight went on, you got more fatigued and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't perfect. Fuck this phone. Anyway, my bad. How the hell am I running out of storage? Cheap ass phone. But anyway,